Hello, I am Shannan Sikorski, and I have the incredible honor of serving as president of Helping One Guy. First, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for showing up, for giving so generously, and for being a part of this community that truly makes a difference. Together, just this year, we have raised an unbelievable $140,000 to support families in need. That's $140,000 that has gone directly to helping people through some of their most difficult moments in their lives. You have helped provide hope, comfort, and relief when it was needed most, and I cannot thank you enough for that. Now, I'd love for you to hear directly from one of the families we've been able to honor recently. Their story is a beautiful reminder of why we do what we do and the impact your support has made. Thank you for being a part of this mission. Together, we're proving that one act of kindness can change a life.
My name's Jason Uglow. This is my wife, Courtney. We first heard about HOG when we were nominated from some people in our small group. The nomination came for me after a diagnosis with ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease. It really hit me out of the blue. And at the time, I was in denial. To be honest, I didn't believe that was the right diagnosis. And I was trying to resist, bringing attention to myself. I was trying to cover up the fact that I couldn't walk. I was limping. As it kept progressing, that's when, you kind of reality hits you. You understand that you're going to need things. And a lot of the things that you take for granted are not going to continue the same way. And it's very expensive. Just chairs, accessible vehicles, trying to get all the extra equipment.
Breathing equipment and everything.
Just everything as the disease progresses. That's, one of the realities that you have to accept. And I've had to come to terms with that. And at first, I was really reluctant and turned it down, I think, 3 times. And the nomination came back up.
Kept coming back up, and Jason kept saying, no, that's not who we are. We don't need this. We're good. We're blessed in so many ways. It's okay. And I just kept saying, no, he's not ready yet. And then eventually I said, Jason, it keeps coming up. I think it's time. It's time.
Yeah. And I think what hit me was when you mentioned, don't take away somebody else's blessing.
Yes.
When we first talked to Shannan on the phone, at first I really didn't think anybody would show up. I kind of felt like I was going to go at this alone. And it wasn't until, they brought up how many people had nominated. And that's when it really hit home for us.
And then Shannan said it was sold out.
There is a community around us that wants to help.
Yep. And the event, you walk in, and it is something to experience. Jason and I go to every event because we love that feeling in the room. And they're ready to just tear into your story and let people aware of what's going on, and that they do an amazing job. HOG is amazing.
It's more of a celebration. It's just a chance for the community to surround you.
Yes.
I've never wanted to be the center of any attention, even for good things, so this was a stretch for me out of my comfort zone. It was something that even I had a lot of reluctancy about allowing people to give. Maybe it was just the way I was raised. Maybe it was I kind of felt like I could do this alone. I didn't feel like there was a large community around me until HOG came in the picture for me.
But what was amazing about the whole thing is, you don't have expectations or thinking of what is going to come about all of this. At least for myself, just having that community around Jason and that support was enough. But then when Shannan and Bob and the crew came to our home that day to present Jason with the check that was raised for HOG, he opened it up and he just started crying because it was something that was able to get him into that vehicle where he could use the chair that he's in now. He doesn't come out of this chair. So this is where he sits all day. And to be able to go out into the community and see other people and go to church and do things, we wouldn't have been able to do that without the help of everybody coming together to purchase and help purchase that accessible van. Jason's able to go to his appointments, right? And they don't have to come to him. He's still able to get out in the community, and we're taking advantage of that because there might be a day that it becomes harder and harder for him to do that. So having that van and getting out, seeing people, going different places has been probably, besides his chair, it's been such a great thing.
Yeah, I mean, before we were having to transfer me from a wheelchair and essentially slide me into a seat.
Yep.
Somebody pack up the wheelchair and we would go. And so now I just roll right in and
Yep.
we're off. It's not a huge
Yep.
ordeal to get somewhere, to get me in and out of the vehicle. And two, I am more independent because I can take this chair versus having a manual wheelchair. And it did limit my range of motion. You know what I mean?
So it gave him
so
back
somebody would have to push me,
more of that. Yep.
and so forth. So it gave me quite a bit of independence. I think for me, the reason I keep coming back to HOG dinners and is really the people that are a part of the organization. Everyone from, the volunteers to the staff of HOG, they're amazing. They're always so friendly and great. And then two, I also feel like I've been given such a blessing.
Right. And we want to continue that blessing to other people. And we want to hear their story and love on them like people loved on us and are still loving on us because of HOG. That community doesn't end. Unfortunately, Jason, his disease is going to continue. And unfortunately, it's going to get worse. But knowing all of the people that are around us and everyone there that is there to support us makes it so much easier to walk through every day. As we come across another challenge that arises with Jason, which then affects the family. We're a team, and knowing that we have a bigger team behind us, it's easier. It's so much easier to have that bigger team. We still talk to the HOG members. We still go to lunch and meet up with Bob Kelly. Shannan always still reaches out, or we see her at church. It is amazing how much those people that are part of HOG has impacted us and brought so much more joy seeing them. I probably hug way too hard when I see them, but just for them to understand how important they are in our lives. They have done so much for us, and I don't know how we could ever repay them.
Stories like Jason and Courtney's remind us of why Helping One Guy exists and how much of a difference your support truly makes. To every person who has donated, volunteered, or simply shared in our mission, thank you. To our sponsors and partners, thank you for supporting our cause. Together, we're not just helping one family or one individual. We're building a community of hope and compassion, one story at a time. If you would like to learn more about ways that you can be involved, donate, or partner with us, please visit our website. Last year was a very transformative year, and we're looking forward to seeing what God has in store for us in 2025. Thank you for being a part of the Helping One Guy family. Let's keep making a difference, one act of kindness at a time.